Welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. This time, Chaos will face up against Empire.
So welcome to another episode of Royal Rumble. This time as Chaos, and I'm facing up against Empire. So thank you for tuning in, and yeah, let's see how this works out over here. In general, I think the matchup is in favor of Empire. So Empire, the performance of Empire in this matchup should be better. So Empire, if you have the right build and if you have at least a little bit of APM and micromanagement, you should always, you should make it to win against Chaos with Empire, because Empire is very strong against Chaos. They have a lot of mobility, a lot of tools to succeed. But also Empire Chaos has a lot of Chaos is very strong, as all of you know, and the infantry is much stronger than the Empire infantry. So if you play Empire, you should not expect to win with your infantry if you not support them. So if you not support your infantry as Empire, your infantry will always lose against the Chaos infantry. Simple as that. And if you don't take care of your infantry, Chaos player will win probably. So support always with your Lord or with cavalry. As I said, Empire has a lot of tools to do this, and yeah. But at least I maybe played 150 matches with Chaos against Empire, and I played it very long, and I liked the matchup very much. In the meantime, I play Greenskin against Empire, you can see this build over here. I'll take a close look now, and it works always really well. So in fact, I have 7 groups of Chaos Warriors with Great Weapon. So the performance is really good, or it's so good against every unit or every Empire infantry unit. Also against Great Swords, you can see now a little the stats comparison over the stats compared in the screenshot now. And as I said, they will not kill the a unit of Great Swords completely. I don't think so. But they will try to trade quite even. And you don't have to forget that these guys you can supply them for 850 bucks. And the Great Swords, I think, about 1,000. So they are cheaper. And the performance is really good. They perform very good against Spearmen, Halberdiers, Swordsmen, Flagellants. So you don't have to bring anything other unit. So I just brought this Chaos Warriors with Great Weapon. You don't have to bring something else. We have 7 units over here of these guys, and yeah. Then I have, of course, a Kolek and a Dragon Ogre Shagget, not only for the strength or for the power, also for the mobility, because they are very fast and you can make a lot of trouble in the backline of the enemy or of the Empire player. That is very important. And yeah, this is also a reason why I brought Kolek and the Dragon Ogre Shagget. I also used to play with Sigvald, but he's not so mobile. The mobility is not so good. And I think if you have a wide formation, it's very important to have a mobile lord to support the infantry, to support the front line. Then we have, I have 2 Pharaoh Manticores. I tried a lot for the mobility in the build, so I tried Chaos Warriors with poison, all that stuff. But in fact, in my opinion, Manticores were always the best option. They're very expensive, I think. Also, don't think Gorby's Chariots are very bad against Empire. You can easily net them with the net of Amnitalk, but these guys are quite these guys are quite mobile. You can directly fly to the front line, directly into the handgunners. They have a lot of speed. They are causing fear and terror. They are very steady, tanky, durable, and I like this very much. So also, if the enemy has his commander as Karl Franz on a Hippogriff or something like that, they will kill him. 2 Manticores, I think, will kill a Karl Franz on a Hippogriff. Of course, if the enemy has also heroes on Pegasus or on Hippogriffs, also so in fact you have 2 or 3 Hippogriffs, then it's not so easy. So they will of course kill the Manticores, but then you can directly fly very fast in the beginning in his front line, and you should always be fine with that, even if one of them costs 1000 credits. The performance is quite good and always worth. I think it's worth it. So okay, let's go to my opponent. So over here, my opponent decided to fight me on the lower side over here. I think, in my opinion, a very bad decision, because on the middle here, it would be very complicated for me to flank him, to broke up the front line, because it's not so wide, and on this side it would be more difficult for me to win against him or to succeed. Also on the upper side, I had to bring my complete front line or my complete army the hill up and spread them on the top, and also here very tiny then, as it's so it's not so easy to flank him. And also here it would be better for him to compete against me. And yeah, but he decided to play on the lower side, and I think this was an advantage for my game. For my game, it was an advantage to fight on the lower side. So okay, to his army composition, we have a group of Sindler's Reichsguard over here. In my opinion, not a good pick, because Sindler's Reichsguard is very heavily armored, very good leadership, good melee attack, and a huge charge bonus, but they have nearly no armor piercing damage. So the armor piercing damage is quite useless against Chaos. So they will get destroyed in melee combat, in melee fight against a group of Chaos Warriors. They make no damage. So you have to constantly cycle charge into the front line, constantly cycle charge into the front line or into units to get a significant amount of charge damage or of damage at all. And this is, in my opinion, it's not worth it, and I wouldn't bring them. So they have also no anti-infantry bonus, and the performance is not good enough to compare to fight against Chaos. Then we have a group of Royal Art of Griffites over here. And yeah, in my opinion, I wouldn't bring any cavalry at all if I would play Empire against Chaos. I wouldn't bring any cavalry. I wouldn't bring only infantry and handgunners and stuff, because these guys are the cost for these guys at 1,800 credits, and I think the performance against large units is quite good, of course. But also gegen Chaos Warriors, the performance is not so good, so you have to take care of them. And yeah, as I said, the price is very high. But if you say, yeah, okay, I need mobility, and I would like to play with mobility, and I have to bring cavalry, I think demigriffs at all are a very good pick, so it's okay to bring them. But yeah, these guys or the usual demigriffs, it's okay. Then we have great swords. Also here, they perform quite good. But as I said, they trade quite even with Chaos Warriors with great weapon. So it's very important that you not try to outnumber the enemy. So don't spam them. I think 2 or 3 units are enough to rise or to increase the performance of the front line. But you are not able to outnumber the Chaos infantry, because these guys are more expensive than the Chaos Warriors. So at least not so much units of them, 2 or 3 should be enough. Then we have Spearmen. Spearmen are, in my opinion, a very good unit, but you have always bring them with you have to bring them always with the strong line with other units. So in alone, they are not able to compete against Chaos Warriors or any Chaos Infantry at all. So they will not hold the line long. So it's very important to to bring them with other units or with stronger units, and then don't bring too much of them. I think 2 units are enough, not more, maybe 3. Then we have Flagellants over here, and in my opinion, I wouldn't bring Flagellants at all because their performance is so bad against Chaos. I see them all the time against Chaos, but I don't think so. I think they have a huge leadership. The weapon strength is very good. Everything but they have nearly no armor piercing damage. The armor piercing damage is nearly 0. They cannot compete or they cannot fight well against Chaos Warriors. They get massacred very fast. So they are steady and unbreakable, but they will not survive long. I would not bring Flagellants at all, in my opinion. So we have a General of the Empire. In my opinion, I like this lord very much. I think he's very cheap. Of course, he has also not so much health points, and the armor. It's okay. It's okay. The stats overall, 450 weapon strength is very good. It's okay. 150 armor piercing. It's okay. It's not so good, but for that price, I think the performance is quite well. I also played the General of the Empire in former builds of mine. So, but I would always bring him on a Hippogriff to increase the mobility. As I said, you have always to support your infantry, your front line, and with a hero on foot, he's very slow, so he cannot go over there to support the front line. So it would be much better to bring him on a Hippogriff, that you have the mobility to support your infantry units. It's very important to do that. Then we have, of course, a Light Wizard over here, and in my opinion, a must-have against Chaos. You have to bring a Light Wizard with you. So you have the Net of Amnitok, and this combination with Scroll of Power is very OP in my opinion. It's so overpowered because you can net the enemy, the large units of the enemy, get them or directly shoot with your handgunners on it, and then you activate the Scroll of Amnitok, Scroll of Power, and you do this again. So it's so sick. You can also overcast the Net of Amnitok, and the enemy unit will get stuck for 32 minutes, 42. Not so long, but 32 seconds. And this is so much time to kill everything with your handgunners, and in my opinion, very broken. So broken. And one of the reasons why the matchup is in a very high favor for Empire is this Light Wizard over here. Always bring him with the Net of Amnitok and Scroll of Power. So we have handgunners over here, of course, Silver Bullets and a normal group. As I said, the Great Swords, and we have Halberdiers over here. And this is, in my opinion, one of the strongest infantry units against Chaos, because these guys perform so well against all large units, Kolek, Dragon Ogre Shaggots, Manticores, but also against the infantry. They perform very well against the Chaos Warriors with great weapon, and other Chaos units. The performance is quite good. So also they are not very cheap, 650 I think credits, but at least I would bring 4 units all the time. It's very good, very good performance against Chaos. So let us start over here. Or yeah, as I said, my opponent decided to deploy on the lower side, and I think on the lower side it's quite a great advantage for me, and on the middle it would be a quite big advantage for him, because I'm not able to flank him over there, and also on the top it would be an advantage for him. So on the lower side I think I'm in quite good position to, with my very wide formation, to compete against him, because he has very big problems to support the complete front line over there. And on this side you can see it's not so easy to break the front line if this is just the tiny. And yeah, here if I would had this Empire army, I would deploy over here and fight my enemy over here. That is a very strong position. So okay, let's start over here. You can see I directly sent my Manticores into the front line, into these handgunners, and I split them up so that the net of Amnitalk will not fix or will not stack both units. So one unit will be free for attackings in the backline, and the other unit is stuck. But it's very important to split them up, not to fly around in one unit, not to fly around together. As you can see, stuck now. This Manticore is stuck in the net of Amnitalk, and he took a lot of damage from these handgunners, from the silver bullets. But it's also very so. My other Manticore is now flying into this group of handgunners, and make some trouble over here. And you can see now they have a lot of work with these Manticores and not shooting on my front line, not shooting on my Kolek. And also this Manticore will survive that and will fly in this group of Manticores, handgunners, and yeah, I think it's worth it. Even you can see that he directly get after my Manticore with the Cinder's Reichsguard and with the Demigryph Knights, but with the Royal Art of Griffites, and he will take so much damage, but the performance is also the Manticore will make so much damage to the handgunners. In my opinion, it's worth it. Good Lord of the Storm goes down over here in this blob. And at the time he had a lot of work with the Manticores. He was focused on this side over here and didn't notice that I flanked him with this group of Chaos Warriors and with this group, Dragon Ogre Shagget. So it was very sneaky to get on the right side and sneaky on the right side, and he didn't notice that because he had his eyes on the Manticores. So I had a charge in over here for the front line, very wide front line, very wide fight. And as I said, also for Chaos, it's very important to get behind the front line and make some trouble behind the front line to kill the handgunners. And you can see the Kolek walks through the front line, no problem for him. And it's very important to kill the Light Wizard. That he will not net your Kolek, that he will not cast another spell, net of Amnitalk to your Dragon Ogre. It's very important to send him offline. And you can see the Kolek hits him very hard with the hammer. He will go offline very fast. But also my Dragon Ogre Shagget, the Royal Art of Griffites made a lot of damage to him. And you can see he's very heavily damaged actually. So the performance of the Royal Art of Griffites is quite good. Also a group of spearmen is over here. You can see here the front line broke up on this part. The spearmen are not able to hold it very long, and we have here a little surround of my Chaos Warriors with great weapons, so they have a little advantage because not all Great Swords units fighting over here, you can see that. And the performance, as I said, is quite good of the Chaos Warriors, so this is quite even over here. Then we have over here, as I said, the Flagellants, the performance is quite bad, and also with the Cinder's Reichsguard, as I said, you have to cycle charge all the time to make a significant amount of damage, otherwise they are useless. This will also broke up very fast, and the Chaos Warriors will manage it to get through the backline. Here's a little bit better for the Empire player, because here are great swords in it, and in combination with the spearman, and we have a little bit of Cinder's Reichsguard over here. It's very overwhelmed, this part, so it's very complicated for me to get through this. But you can see also the performance of my Chaos Warriors are very good. Also this part broke up, no problem at all for the Chaos Warriors. Here we have the Tattersouls. The performance of the Tattersouls is a little bit better. So if you have to bring Flagellants with you, because you say you would like a steady unit without unbreakable unit, Tattersouls, bring Tattersouls at least. I wouldn't bring them, but if you would like to bring Tattersouls, but the usual Flagellants are very useless. against Chaos. And then we have here a direct fight between Chaos Warriors and Great Swords. We're quite even, and I think the Great Swords are here very able to kill the Chaos Warriors, even if they take also very much damage. So my Dragon Ogre Shaggy took a lot of damage. The Royal Art of Griphites, now he's shaking. One unit of the Silver Bullets is quite healthy. And you can see here, the performance of the Halberdiers is quite good. You can see how good the Halberdiers perform against the Chaos Warriors over here. Very good. Yeah, we have here a nice Lord of the Storm coming down. Yeah. To break this spot over here, to get through this front line over here also. But you can see also the Sindler's Reichsguard get massacred and will now get sandwiched off 2 units of Chaos Warriors, and the Lord of the Storm was quite good over here and made a lot of damage to the Great Swords. And also here the Tattersouls, 7 units left, and this worked quite well with Great Swords. So as I said, the trade is quite even. You can see it. There are some handgunners left, but overall that should be it. Yeah, as I said, the Great Swords perform quite well, so always bring 2 or 3 units with you, maybe 4. Handgunners, of course, very important, maybe 3 units. Spearman, I think it's too much. Overall, I think this is a very competitive build, don't get me wrong, but Spearmen I think are too much, because the performance alone, as I said, is not very good. So 2 or 3 units. And as I said, I would bring more Halberdiers. Very good unit, very good performance. 4 units. And yeah. And also, as I said in the beginning, Steam Tank, but don't bring a Steam Tank, because Steam Tanks are very bad against Koleg. You can, with a Koleg and a Dragon Ogre, you can kill a Steam Tank within seconds. And also the Chaos Warriors performance is not so bad against Steam Tanks, so I wouldn't bring a Steam Tanks at all. But maybe Hammer of the Witches, the Legendary Cannon, the Great Cannon, and the performance of this is quite good. I would bring at least one of the... it's only one possible, but I would bring a Hammer of the Witches, I think, also. And you can see here now the kills. You can see how good the performance is of the Chaos Warriors, and yeah. So, then thank you for tuning in, and let me know what you think, and maybe see you next time. Thank you.